They brought their kids. Because you don't think about it. You're just like, whatever, you're doing your bed laundry, linens if you're fancy, but I just call it bed laundry. I'm not better than anybody. Then one day I was doing it in the daylight, and I unsheathed the pillow, and what a document of nightmares. So you don't know, you see pillows in the store, like, look at that fluffy, beautiful white pillows. I'm sure that's what mine still look like, because I have a pillowcase on them. No, that is collecting the memories of your dark, dark nights. I unsheathed the pillow, and it had the same color and texture of an old Western Wild West wanted poster. It was just, it was like hay colored to yellow to golden to brown and back to hay again. The edges were curled. It looked like a map of the new world. It was hard to tell. It was like it was a stain that had been wet and created a larger stain that just became like a Pangea coastline through the middle of it. What are these, spice routes? Could be. I think this is Hispaniola down here. Nobody knows what it looks like without reference. May as well get a marker and write, "Here be monsters" on this corner, because nobody's explored that far. Ooh, Shackleton will make an expedition over here. And you know what does it to those pillows? Your face at night. Your fluids that come out of your head holes. Well, you think you're sleeping like a little angel. Sweet dreams for me. And you're not. You're frothing like a dragon with the flu. Just and you'll never know except for that night sponge you have there to document. Buy a new pillow. Treat yourself. They're not expensive. Treat yourself. Add years to your relationship. Or give hope to a new one. I know. Get out of here. It's been some time. I want to say that I know it's not the easiest thing to maintain some positivity these days. I try to talk about that enough. It's whatever. It's a theme I tell myself as much as anybody else. There's things nowadays that you could do that makes you a better person, and they're scary. There's stuff that like I said, I'm a coward about things like things that you can learn or investigate that'll make you a better person, maybe a more compassionate person. But it's scary because it'll change who you are. It'll ruin your day. And there's stuff I won't do that still to this day I won't do it. Because I'm not going to go to the Holocaust Museum. Not because it's not a denial of it, and it's not an anti-Semitic. I'm like the most Semitic, all right? So don't calm down. People are like, what do you think of the Jews? I'm like, good job. But that's like the example I can think of. Like, I don't want to go. Like, I know about the Holocaust, and it was bad, real bad. It's probably like the worst. Bad. And I don't want to go. So I'm scared. I don't think that makes me a bad person. That makes me a coward. I don't know does anybody in here want to go to the Holocaust Museum? Couple people. Couple brave. Good for you. That was 3 people out of this whole crowd. Doesn't make us bad, just makes us a little scared. But we're not alone. So you know who goes to the Holocaust Museum? Field trips. That's how most people wind up going to them, because of a field trip, which I think is a little inappropriate. They're like, how are we going to get people to go to this Holocaust Museum? I guess we could bust them in against their will. Has our marketing guy not even been inside yet? Is he not? That's like a pretty main thing in there. Did he not read the placards under the picture? Because that tells the whole story. All right, let's not get upset with ourselves for laughing at the best written Holocaust Museum joke you've ever heard. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about that, all right? Don't get upset with yourselves. I know you're like, oh, Kyle, your closet's so clean, you can get away with saying that kind of shit. I wrote that joke. I'm like, these are powerful words. Am I okay? What's my past like? Can I get away with this? But I know I'm all right, all right? I have guilt, all right? I have guilt built into me. I had to Google to find out if the Red Baron was a Nazi, because I thought if he was, we shouldn't be eating those pizzas so nonchalantly, all right? Did anybody else go that far with their wokeness? No, you didn't. And right now you're scared that you've been eating Nazi pizza this whole time. I'm gonna let you off the hook right now. It's okay. It was World War I. He wasn't a Nazi yet, so it's okay. But see, I got you scared. I brought you back. You can trust your boy. All right, you're in safe hands up here. I got you. Well, let's not act like we're all righteous all the time when we don't know. All right. Nobody knows what's going on with frozen pizzas. Fuck, Red Bear and Tombstone. This is morose. What happened? And Paul Newman's the only sane one in here. But it's not the easiest thing to like try and stay up. It's you get caught up in news cycles and get like bitching about whatever you want to bitch about. Like, I'll fuck off and go camping because that's like, all right, I can't even look at my phone. It doesn't even work. But even when I go. There's one campground I like to go to that's just a little bit. It's further enough. It's not like by the Bud Light. There's like Bud Light camping. Like, let's crush 30 and fucking pass out in the dirt. And that's fun. Don't get me wrong. That's fun. But then there's the next level of camping. Like, I just want to be alone and kind of just check out from things. And I'll go, and I know a hike I go to, and I go up to, there's a waterfall up there, Sturtevant Falls, and I get to it, and it's nice, and there's usually not a lot of people there, because it's got enough of an angle that the Bud Light campers can't make it. So it's priced itself out of that class, and I'm okay with it for that moment. And I get up there, and it's like, not a big lake, but it's got a waterfall coming off a mountain, and there's a moment there where I look at it, I'm like, I'm agnostic, but this is a moment where I'm going to throw some credit up there, because you already had the mountains, and that was beautiful, but then you threw the waterfall in, you added a water feature, so somebody's watching HGTV, and you're up the curve valley, there's a tapestry coming down across your beautiful creation. Good job if there's somebody up there, way to go. And still, even in that moment where I'm like, nothing but blissful thoughts and peacefulness, and the negativity exists, and it's gonna exist in the corners of your mind, and it's gonna whisper from the shadows, even in those moments, it's gonna be like, Kyle, psst, hey, Kyle, you checking out that waterfall? Yeah, it's waterfalls, that's beautiful. Hey, Kyle, real quick. Hey, you ever think that waterfalls are maybe just rivers that are trying to kill themselves? So I just wanted like 10 minutes, man. I'm gonna trudge back down to my campsite, and I get there, and there's bats. Where I go camping, there's bats. And I like bats. First off, bats eat mosquitoes, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But bats also gave me, we have fuck mosquitoes, but it's a stance we can all get behind. I'm fucking pro-mosquito faction. You don't understand that the mosquitoes feast on the larvae of other invasive species, so really we need to, oh, god damn. But bats gave me the happiest thought in that moment when I was bummed out, because I'm sitting there at my campsite, crushing a 30-pack of Bud Light, watching these bats fly around. They're keeping the bugs at bay, and I got in this weird place in my mind where I'm like, you know what? There's no such thing as new thought. Every thought has probably been thunk. Not the specifics, but the structure of if this, then that kind of thing. It's kind of a bleak, dystopian idea that there's never going to be anything new. Somebody took this, added with that, came up with a third thing. Somebody's going to take that third thing, somebody else's third thing, come up with that. Every thought's existed. And I proved myself wrong immediately, because as I was like, there's no such thing as new thought, I was looking at those bats, and I just said out loud, I'm like, man, I bet you bats with big dicks don't get a lot of sleep. And that... I think that's an entirely new thought. It's mostly a visual joke. That's where the humor comes in. Bats sleep upside down. If you're not getting to that, that's just the most joyful image I could put. You'll never be sad if you think just like a bat with a huge dick. Just tired, like, oh, just gonna get a little nap, and then hangs up, and like, ah, no! Slap myself in the face with my own dick. I can't say like this. That's ridiculous. Trying to explain to the other bats, you know, we're like, yeah, but look at that huge hog, man. Who cares if you're tired? No, yeah, you think it's a blessing? It's a curse. I don't have enough blood to maintain an erection. If I get a boner, I'll die. You don't understand. I don't have the cardiovascular wherewithal to maintain an erection. It's either it or me. My life is hell, dude. It's hell. Just flying around, thinking unsexy thoughts, hoping I live to see another day. I don't know why I keep using that phrase, because I'm nocturnal and I'm blind, so that doesn't work out at all. I don't know, maybe I didn't come up. I've been reading a lot of prospector fan fiction. Maybe that's